What's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing today? This is Keon Corniff, also known as Mr. Finance. For those that's watching real quick, I just want to come on here real quick. I know a lot of us has been losing the money game for too long, and we've been doing this paycheck to paycheck type of plan. And one of the things that I want to come and talk to you about, how can we change it and how we could get you to start saving your future. And what's the big thing of doing that, right? Right now, we're building a new industry, and we're going to focus on our national campaign for financial literacy. And a lot of people don't understand how to do this, and a lot of people don't understand why they need to win the money game. See, one of the reasons why this is so important for financial literacy, let me tell you why. It says here, according to a recent survey, North America is facing serious financial challenges. Did you know that in Canada, 35% of Canadians do not pay their bills on time, right? It said no, 35% of Canadians do not have any savings or investments. It says only 27% of private sector workers have employers-funded pension plan. And it says the average savings in the registered retirement savings plan is only $55,000, and that is in Canada. That's our next door neighbor, right? Now, listen to this. Look what's going on in America. It says here, in the U.S., the picture is even more gloomier. It says 33% or more than 77 million Americans don't pay their bills on time. And it says 39% of them carry credit card debts from month to month, and only 59% of adults say they have savings. Worse, more than half now thinks it's acceptable to default on their mortgage if they can't afford to pay it. It says that most of us don't wait to become a statistics to know that we're in trouble, and these problems happens all around us. They happen to our own family and our friends' families. So my thing is, what game plan do you have in store right now to prevent this? That's something you got to ask yourself, because that's what our company and our firm is all about. We're focused on bringing financial education to you. We're focused on giving you a blue book and have you know what we say about this book? We say that one book away keep poverty away. Imagine that. Since financial literacy is so simple that it will take you about 86 pages for you to understand some of the great things about simple concept. You know, there's concepts in here called the Rule of 72 on page 11, right? And what does the Rule of 72 is? You know my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old know this rule, right? And many bank tellers don't even know what the Rule of 72 is, but yet still you put 85% of your money there. Listen to this. It says the Rule of 72, which is the the rate of return, the magic of compound interest. One of the most important discovery in finance is the Rule of 72. It shows you how to calculate the effects of compound interest with a simple formula. What is this simple formula? Listen to this. It says take 72 divided by the rate of return. The answer is the number of years it takes for your money to double, right? So this was created by Albert Einstein, and it was so good it became the 8th wonder of the world. So you got to think about this. Do you know these things? And if you do, are you applying them? Are you in a position to apply these things? Let me show you the last thing before I get into this right here. On page 17, it talks about the 3 ways your money get taxed when you need it. Many people don't even know this. Did you know that if you're going to get taxed now, right? Your money's taxable. That's what that means. Taxable means now. So your money get taxed now in your checking, savings, CD, stocks, and mutual fund. And pretty much what that means is this. It means that tax now means that any earnings from these accounts must pay tax for that year, right? So if you earn anything in these accounts, you have to pay taxes at the end of the year and fill out a 1099. Then it says tax later, which is also known as tax deferred. Did you know that your 401k, your 403bs, your IRA, SEP IRA, annuities, and pensions, those are tax deferred, right? And what does that mean? It means that tax later means that the money you put in is pre-tax. Pre-tax deposit in an account is money that you have not yet paid income tax on, right? And here's the thing. It also means that you got to take out this money before. If you take out the money before 59.5, you're going to get penalized 10%. And every income that is withdrawn from this will be taxed as ordinary income. So you let me know if that's something that you want. Did you know about the third one that's called never, where you get taxed when you take out your money never, right? And it's also known as tax advantage. Tax advantage investment vehicles are Roth IRAs, 529 college savings plans, municipal bonds, health savings account, also life insurance and long-term care, right? And why is it, how does that work? It means that tax advantage mean you generally won't pay tax when you withdraw the money from your account, and tax advantage investment money is after tax money because you have already paid tax on it. Many people don't even know this. Did you know that life insurance are a popular investment vehicle that get tax exempt distribution? That's the big thing that many people don't know, and this is why I'm encouraging you to save your future. You have to learn how to save your future. And if you don't have a plan to save your future and stop living paycheck to paycheck, then you need to come and be a part of this new industry that we're building. We're building a new industry that's going to focus on financial education, and it's your job to learn the money game. It is your job to learn how to win the money game, because nobody's going to sit there and teach it to you. Now, I'm going to share with you just a few things so that way you get an idea of what's going on out there. Look at this. It says that uncertainty on the horizon, right? There's uncertainty on the horizon right now. And it says the world is changing in unpredictable ways, and so is our financial future. Why is that? Why is our financial future changing? Let's take a look. To cut costs, we know that many companies now are moving their jobs overseas, right? And here, automations may mean more jobs lost. Look at, when you go to the airport, you see a lot of kiosks in there, right? How about this? Many small businesses may have limited capital, making it more difficult to compete with bigger chains with large distribution system. And the mom and pop store is going out bye-bye, right? Look what happened to Toys R Us, right? They shut down every store. So traditionally, we work 40 years between the age of 25 to 65, and then we retire, right? But now, the younger people may have difficulty finding a gainful employment and may struggle throughout their retirement years. This is the reason why I know there's a big obstacle ahead of us. And if we don't learn how to save our future, we're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Because look at the first one we have. We have the retirement crisis that's going on right now. Nobody's talking about it. But let me give you a little update of what's going on. Did you know that the traditional pillars of retirement are now in doubt? Did you know that saving habits is because people have poor saving habits why this is a major crisis? Did you know that a few companies are now offering pensions? They replace pensions and give you now what's called a tax deferred plan, which is a 401k and annuities and so on. Also, retirement benefits such as Social Security may become unsustainable. Then we have education crisis, right? Look at this. Tuition costs keep rising. How about student loans becoming a major burden, and some graduates have trouble finding a good job in the right career for them? How many of your friends you know went to school, studied XYZ, and they're not even working in their field because they can't find a job? Then let's look at this one, our spending crisis. Did you know that our budget deficits and the rising national debt could increase pressure on the government to raise taxes and even reduce funding to retirement programs like Social Security? How about the fact that some people spend more on things they don't need with money that they don't have? And most of the time, it's just to keep up with their social media friends, and that can get very expensive, right? That could be very, very expensive. Back in the days, they used to call it keeping up with the Joneses. So my thing is, what are you going to do to change this? So what is your situation right now? What is your situation right now? Because you got to understand that, do you have problem paying your bills, right? Are you concerned about your job, your career? Here's another one. Are you paid what you're worth? Do you even know what you're worth? Do you think your $10 an hour job is what you're worth? Do you think your $20 an hour job is what you're worth? Man, you got to start thinking about what is it that you're truly worth. You know, are your children growing up and your parents growing older faster than you can provide for them both? You know, do you feel the financial trap is affecting your family? How about the fact that it's ironic that we live in one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and yet many people have money problems? Some people work hard all their lives and still retire poor. And many do so much to raise their kids and often see them finish college with a lot of debt. Debt. is the way of life for many people. And if you want to make a change to that and you want to make a difference, I encourage you to reach out to us. I encourage you to give me a call and let's get you on track. Let's give you the tools you need to win the money game. It's time you take control of your future, and it's time you win. We want to help you do what? Save your future. Are you ready to save your future? Right? Because you know I'm talking to you. Yes, you that's watching this. If you're watching this and you're ready to make a difference, I want you to do one thing right now. I want you to call me at 973-873-5977. And I want you to give me a call and let's help you. I don't care what state you're in. You could work with me because we could connect. All right? I want to help you win the money game. And it's time your family get the American dream, and it doesn't cost you anything. All my free coaching and our workshops are 100% free. Let's get you into one of our nearest financial center in your state, and you too could win the money game. You too can do great things. Let's make it happen for you. Let's win the money game. I'm out.